This is Brian McCall with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center with a few quick backcountry observations from January 30th, 2012 in the Aspen Zone. These observations were from the northwest corner of the Aspen Zone and just to the west of the Sunlight ski area. My tour started below treeline, skinning up east and northeast facing slopes. I left the trailhead on a well-established skin track in an area that had seen a bit of skier traffic this past weekend. If you've been reading our forecasts in the last few days, you've certainly noticed the reports of shooting cracks, large collapses, and occasionally remote-triggered avalanches. In order to see if these were still occurring, I had to leave that well-established skin track and start breaking trail. The first thing you'll notice as I'm breaking trail up through this meadow is that my skis are only penetrating about 10 centimeters into the upper snowpack. This might give you the false sense of a stronger snowpack below your feet, but it didn't take long for me to observe some of those shooting cracks. I got about 30 feet off that skin track, and I got a large collapse and a crack that propagated about 50 feet out from my ski tips. This was a good indication that the lower snowpack is still extremely weak. At the top of the meadow, I dug a pit on a northeast facing slope at around 10,000 feet. You can see that recent storm snow makes up about 50% of the upper snowpack, and the lower snowpack is made up of mostly weak depth hoar grains. There is a significant difference in hardness between the upper snowpack and the lower snowpack. You can see that in this graph of my snow profile, where strong layers exist in the middle of the snowpack and very weak layers are found in the lower half. I dug out a snow pit for some observations, and here I isolated an extended column test. It's 30 centimeters deep and 90 centimeters wide. If you guys have seen other videos we've done in the last week, the results with this one will be similar. I got some moderate test results. I got a score of 16. And on that 16th tap, you'll notice a large collapse in the snowpack. In this particular pit, I was on a lower angle slope, about 25 degrees. So the block doesn't jump off the column immediately, but it did collapse suddenly. And with a little tugging on that column, you can see where it failed in those depth hoar grains in the lower part of the snowpack. Biggest concern for this week has been that strengthening upper snowpack. We now have a thick hard slab sitting on very weak depth hoar grains. It will be a concern for backcountry travel for the near future.